Guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. So I have Landon the creator right here. Landon, I beg. The Landon is your real name?
Long story, yes. It is.
Okay.
It is in a sense. I don't think I can explain how it's my name, but it's my name, basically.
Your parents gave you that name?
No. But then my parents know I had it on some of my documents because we had that discussion before I added that name. But then I haven't been using it because majority of the documents that I use that's like I need in life have my
What's
real
the real name?
Oh, my real name is Doku Rich Monobodai. My dad is Ghana.
Ghana. You speak
So
Ghana.
it's Doku Teria Rich Monobodai.
You speak Ghana. So if I insult you right now, you know.
Oh, see, every language has a basis. Like
Yeah.
I know where the insult is coming from.
Oh, okay. Landon, please introduce yourself.
Okay. Hi guys, so my name is Landon the creator. I am a YouTuber, content developer, producer, and a director. And I don't know what to say again, Mr.
I
Lee.
know.
I think I just went.
And you have a
really hard.
YouTube channel.
Yes, I have a YouTube channel.
And you are doing so well.
Coming from you, I'll say thank you.
See, you are good, but you are not producing. Why?
I think it has to. It's my anxiety. So like, there's so many things I can put out there. But then I look at how are people going to judge the content. Sometimes it is the way I want to put out the content. I feel like it is not too good to be out. Like for instance, there's so many content that I've done or I've worked on, but I can't put it out there because I'm like, they're not the best for me.
Okay, so on IG, you push out content a lot.
True.
Why are you doing that on IG, but you can't do it on YouTube?
Okay, so truth of the matter is, I feel like YouTube is a television space. I don't know. That's how I feel. So everything that has to go on there, I'm always hoping that it's scripts clean. There's some element, but then the IG,
No, but the stuff on IG, Charlie, most of them, they are like top-notch quality content, even more than the YouTube content you've been uploading.
I don't know. I honestly don't know what to
Okay.
say because it's like, well, true. Yeah, I've gotten those compliments a lot, but like I said, it still boils down to what I want to put out there. Like for instance, the perfect example is Tea with London and how I started that thing. That's the quality I want to produce. That is why I am taking my
Now
time.
that you've mentioned Tea with London, let's talk about it. Why is it not on YouTube?
So I started Tea with London with a vision. Like, I'm going to have Tea with London on YouTube, and then probably before the season ends, I have it on a television platform or something like that.
Okay, so before they feel like what is Tea with London, like we don't really understand.
Sure.
Please explain Tea with London to them.
Okay, so Tea with London basically is an audio-visual podcast that I started because I loved radio and I love television. So I decided to blend the two. So whereby I put the audio on Apple Podcasts, Google, Spotify, and everywhere. And then I have the visual on YouTube. So that's basically, and it's a show that is meant for everybody. It's a contemporary show where I demystify a lot of things. I talk to real people. They share the experiences. It's like, it's a show with no barrier. We talk to everybody just to have like a good conversation. It's basically like having a tea, like what we're doing right now.
Yeah, no,
that's
we're
how
talking.
the show
But
is.
that one is well produced. Like this one is one-man producer. Like I just set up one camera and one take.
Well, it's because you're good at it. I mean, that one is I produce, I direct, but then I have my friend who assists me. That's the truth.
So why is it not on YouTube? You saw the content.
I honestly, if you say sold, not really. So I started with episode 1. No, I started with teasers. I started with the teasers, and they were on Instagram. I was skeptical about putting it on YouTube. So initially I wanted to just put it on Instagram. So when I put the teaser out there, people saw the teaser, it's just me holding a mic, and people got curious and asked what show was that. So I was like, it's a new show I'm coming up with. It's an audiovisual podcast, and I fast forward, I did it. So after the first episode, I put it on my YouTube channel because I was pressured. And then when I put it there, I got 2 emails from, I don't know how, but then I got 2 international emails from 2 international brands. And then they were like, hi, we saw your show, Tea with London. Do you have more content on there? Blah, blah, blah. We will like it. So would you want us to co-produce? Or do you want us to sell it to our audience? And then you can tell us how much you want to sell the content for. So I read the contract, fast forward, and I loved the contract because it was okay to me because it was a 70-30 contract. And then I was like, hey,
70-30, so
I get 70 and they get 30%. And then they also wanted to employ me as their content aggregator, so I can get other people who are content creators or producers to get their programs or whatever they have on their platform, so that they can also get money. Because you sell your content in dollars.
Then you made some good money with them.
So we've been speaking since I think somewhere in April or June. That's when they contacted me after my first episode was uploaded on YouTube. And then we've been going back and forth. I've been reading the contracts, sending it to people who like lawyers just to look at it and tell me if it's a good contract. And then we finally agreed last month that, hey, you can have it.
So now money will come, hopefully.
By the grace of God.
Amen. Are we going to get it on YouTube? Tough question.
Honestly, it's a tough question. I had a plan, like I said. The plan was to have it there after a season, and then I'll move it to like a different platform. So now that it's on a different platform, after the first season is done, I think I'll think about it and put it on YouTube. But then before that, I'll come up with something interesting.
Did you learn videography?
I'm an autodidact. Everything that I know, like I learned it on my own. Like sometimes I just explore it. Like for instance, if I know of an editing app, I don't go to YouTube. I just do feature.
But you are good. Trust me. Like we're doing this ad for one boxer shorts like that.
Just Men Ghana.
He's that good. Go and subscribe to his channel. What's the name of the channel?
It's London the Creator.
Sorry. See, I wanted to say Tea with London.
So interestingly, when you search Tea with London, it comes when you search London the Creator. I think people have actually searched me by that.
So you can search London the Creator. Please subscribe and make sure you leave the signature. Yemoh brought me here. I understand.
I'll really be grateful, guys.
Now you are friends with Amma Goveno, Sewa, like Tiozi, all the big guys, almost all of them. You know Nubuke, all of them. You know these guys, but you are not pushing on YouTube. That's my problem. Please, I beg you, from today, start pushing.
I promise I would. I'm actually challenging myself. I don't want to promise, but
so
I'm challenging myself.
Wait, they don't tell you anything. Amma, Sewa.
See, these people are not going to lie. Not because I am on camera, but these people are really supportive. Like, sometimes they see me editing on my phone, and then they'll be like, London, put this out there. Like 2 videos that I posted was thanks to like Nubuke and then Amma, that I pushed it out there. And I have other people like Grace and everybody. They go like, oh, put it there. Even Tuesday, like they'll go like, see, London, what you're looking for, you will get. But you start, just put it out there. And then, like they tell me, some even, see, they preach to me all the time. But I think it's just, I have anxiety, which is very bad. And to anybody who has anxiety, you know what I'm talking about. Like, that thing where you are thinking the process, like, is this right? Would they like it? And then one thing I always think about that makes me not even maybe produce is, what would people learn after watching this video? What was the essence of the video? Because on a regular, I get to hang out with Amma and other people. Should these be content that I should be doing, I would have done them. But I just want the best.
Try and create something like we want you. You see, you start. Like you're always going to improve after the first one. And you are good already. I don't even know why I'm advising like a beginner. Please post.
Oh, I am a beginner because I learn from you people. So
who?
You, Amma, Stella, Tuesday, Grace. I learned from all of you. You guys don't know. I learned from you because the editing I'm not good. You know, I don't even know how to vlog.
I hear. So I want to know how YouTube started for you.
Interestingly, I started YouTube on a boring weekend because I got tired swimming all the time with my uncle, and I was really depressed because I don't have friends.
Do you easily get depressed?
For a second, if I'm supposed to think this off head, I'll tell you that no. But then previously it used to be like that, but I didn't know it was something relating to mental health. I used to get depressed over things. Sometimes it's my own timestamps that get me depressed. Like for instance, I subject myself to maybe $2,000 maybe next week, and then next week comes and I'm not getting the $2,000.
See, that one I can understand because one call came through before this video end. Yeah.
Mr. Nee, you're not come to say this on camera.
No, I'm not saying. I said one call came through before this video, so.
So you see that call, like you see that call.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
I understand.
Shit.
Yeah, what you said before. Okay, it's a voice note. What you said before playing the voice note confirms it's like
exactly like so, that song.
So continue.
Yes, so,
how you started the YouTube.
My uncle loved like my pictures, videos that I used to just put on Instagram, and he was like, "Hey, you've been spending time watching YouTube. How about start a YouTube channel? Because I start putting content every time you don't watch. When we call it come and watch TV or in your room, why don't you start a YouTube channel?" And I was like, I'm not really interested. So I only started YouTube because he asked me a question, and it was a very brilliant question, like anybody had ever asked me. He asked me, my dad has ever asked me that question, my mom has ever asked me that question, and that is, you've worked on TV before, you've worked on radio before. Where are all the contents that prove that you've worked here before, aside your CV? And I was like, I wasn't banking then, because initially I was just naive. Like, I work with this radio station, I didn't care. I work with this TV station, I didn't care wherever like I put out there. I didn't feel like it was a CV for me. So he was like, how about if you don't want to become a YouTuber, put these contents on your YouTube channel and then make it like a bank. People will enjoy.
Like a hard drive.
A hard drive. And then should you feel like creating something, like sometimes I have a book where I write shows, I create shows, I write content ideas. It's like when you think about them and you think you can use your phone, then you do it. So I thought about it. One day after swimming, I was in the room and I was like, let me start this thing. So I called this guy and I was like, hey, what's that app that you guys use to edit for YouTube? And then this guy is like, oh, it's called InShot. And I was like, oh, fantastic, I'll download it. Apparently, this guy wasn't even really using InShot. He was using some brilliant app that he has paid for.
But anytime
I meet this guy's not even telling me he has paid premium. So I didn't mind. I downloaded my InShot like that. And I like exploring, like trying new things. So that minute, I picked chair. And I sat on the chair. I elevated the chair so high that I could sit on it so that I'll get good lighting. And then I had this lamp in the room. Put the lamp closer. I used my phone, the head, as my tripod. And I put my iPhone 6 on it. And I filmed. And then when I filmed, I just put the video in InShot. And I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I was like, I was just tapping everything. So when I tap, I now know, oh, this is for this. And then I just started a YouTube channel. Because I had waited for an editor. He failed me. So it energized me to start on my own. And since then, I've just been on InShot. And I've just become the YouTuber that you guys know. InShot not the pro. Hey, InShot Pro, yes. Now I can take that title.
So what was your first video?
I think my very first video was talking about starting a YouTube channel, and then I made people know that it was going to be a bank where I was going to keep everything that I was going to do. That was the first communication I put out there.
Yeah, without having an audience.
And see, and then one mistake I even did when I was starting a YouTube channel was, do you know that after I did the video, on a normal basis, after doing the video, you export and then import to YouTube. Can you imagine when I finished? Maybe I shared it on WhatsApp. See, I shared the video on WhatsApp and then I now started saying, please go and subscribe. People will go there, there's nothing there. And then at least the faithful ones were subscribing without nothing there. Yeah. Then I didn't talk and I carried my baller like that and I went to put it on my YouTube. And then like they watched it. So even that video, you know when you start YouTube and the first video should at least give you a certain view. It didn't give me that, but then in my DM I got like great encouragement, like, oh God, you're good at this, who edited this for you? So that statement alone, you are good. Oh bruh. And I checked back and I stepped on the street.
You were talking about one guy disappointing you about the editing thing. Do you think it's advisable to get an editor when you want to start, or you should learn everything? Because learning is not easy.
Learning isn't easy, but from where I come from, being an autodidact, I think that when you always learn everything on your own, it helps you. Like, you know, I bleach my hair like almost every time. I learned bleaching of my hair alone. And it helps me. It saves time, because should that person that you're waiting for be dead, not be available, what happened to that great idea of yours? And then I also feel like where we are, that's YouTube, it's a space for you to learn a lot of things. So should you want to learn how to do something, just try. Like, I never thought I was going to be learning how to work with Premiere Pro, but trust me, I've edited a couple of clients' videos on Premiere Pro, and I look back at it and I'm like, oh my god, I did this on my own. Should I get stuck? I'll fall back on YouTube. So there is information out there. You don't need an editor to start anything. You can start on your own.
Some will say you just need a phone. Is that true?
You just need a phone. I think that you need yourself more, not the phone. Because if
personality.
You need yourself more.
Yes. Landon.
Yes, sir.
We've been talking for long. Do you know that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying the conversation because, like, initially I was so anxious.
Yeah, but we have more on your channel, so they will go and continue on your channel.
Exactly.
We'll not finish everything yet.
Definitely.
Please, this I'll ask you to ask me one question.
Oh, sure. I have a lot of questions.
One.
I have like 1,000 questions to ask. But let me ask one question. What inspired you to start YouTube? I know you said it 1,000 times.
Yeah.
And what made you start a couple channel? I think that's the question.
Okay.
Because I think a lot of couples go by the trend. Did you also jump on that? So what made you start a couple
I didn't even know about couple channels.
Really?
Yes. So I'll say it fast, like I don't waste time on this. I got a camera because I love photography. I got tired shooting everything, so I decided to jump onto YouTube and learn stuff. And I saw this couple, Kaylin and Kyra.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know them.
They're now the Events family. Yeah, they were so decent. They were married, so decent, and I fell in love with what they were doing. So I decided to use my cousin and his girlfriend.
Okay.
For the couple channel thing.
Yeah, I think I saw a video like that.
I wanted to use them, and I think my cousin wasn't ready. The reason why I wanted to use them is because I'll always get something to film and edit. I have a camera. I just want to edit.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
So my cousin wasn't like really interested, and I realized this thing would fail.
It's killing your vibe.
And I was like, well, let me do this thing myself. I have a girlfriend. Like, I'm not going to cheat. So I called AJ. Yeah, she used to be my girlfriend, now my wife. I understand.
Yeah,
I called her.
Overstand.
I called her and she was like, cool, let's do it. I was even surprised because she's anti-soap.
But I don't think you can tell that from like watching her videos.
Yeah. AJ was anti-soap. I told her and she was like, cool, let's do it. And we started doing it, and yeah, today we are here.
I mean, you're monetized. I'm not going to lie, like, your couple channel is one of like the best couple channels I've watched.
Thank you.
Not because you're interviewing me. Now the show is mine.
Thank you.
Welcome on my show.
No.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, so now I'm going to ask you simple questions, but you have to think and answer. Maybe just two.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Have you watched my recent video? Maybe with Kiki or?
Yes, I have.
Oh shit! I can't ask that question. You will get it. The 10 years question.
Okay. No wonder you started. Oh goodness. Okay, I've watched.
Okay. So
the rest are not fresh. Like that question.
Yes. There's new questions. So, okay, maybe you get this one, but let's try. What are the only two things you can't have during breakfast?
You can't have during breakfast.
Yeah.
Like with you.
Everybody.
Yeah. What are the two things you can't have during breakfast? Goodness, like I'm such a dumb ass. Is this the part where we say the camera cuts?
Yeah, wait to know. Answer.
Two things you can have during breakfast.
Mm-hmm. Sewa will laugh at you. Sewa is watching.
See, Sewa, sit where you're sitting. Leave me to answer the question. Hey, me personally, I can't have orange and something.
Is that your answer?
Yeah, you can have like acidic stuff during breakfast, and you.
Why?
Because it's acidic. You've not eaten. You haven't taken anything into the stomach. So, yeah. Please, if I'm getting it wrong, don't come for me.
So it's final answer. Acidic stuff.
Yeah, acidic stuff.
Okay, so the answer is lunch and dinner.
Oh God.
The only two things, only.
Guys, please don't let this stop you from going to subscribe. Why? Please go and subscribe.
So this is another question.
Okay.
If the vice president should die today, who will become the president?
If the vice president is supposed to die today,
who will become the president?
the president is still the president.
Oh, okay. This one you got it. Yay!
Because I was like, what has vice got to do with the presidential position?
You did well.
Thank you.
Okay, so guys, London did 50 over 100. Yeah,
hey, 1 mark is 50.
Yeah, 1 is 50. It's just 2 questions.
Okay.
So, hey, before I forget, thank God. Your 3 favorite YouTubers in Ghana?
See, I still think I haven't really found a favorite, but I love some people that I'm always looking for an upload.
3 people you watch.
Okay. I'm a governor. That's
no.
And then, oh God, the third person is
P.O.Z.
See, I'm friends with him. I see him during the editing process, but
don't mind me. You know what I'm doing.
I know what you're doing. Oh well, I watched P.O.Z. as well. He's really good. But then in terms of like things that fall under things that I love doing a lot, I would watch the Sewa. I would watch Ama, and then there's this. I will add Tuesday because honestly, I watch his content. I laugh through the content basically.
So Ama, Sewa, P.O.Z.
Wait, is there a way I can make comments? Like I'll add more lists.
No, just 3.
So let me think again. I watched Ama. I watched the Sewa, and then. I want to talk about people that I really, really like. They've like their content that I would like to produce. Why?
Who?
I watch Nubuke. Like I watch Nubuke. See Nubuke, Ndesewa, Ama.
Okay, 3.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, that's it. Your final advice to anyone out there?
Please don't be like me.
What kind of advice is that?
Please don't be like me, as in, please don't procrastinate. Don't procrastinate, and start with whatever you have, and trust me, it will go viral. Because there are some videos that I never thought that. I felt like those videos were not making sense. Like the trip that I almost died. I didn't even know that video was going to be a video people will watch. And let go of your fear, because every success lies behind fear. So if you overcome the fear, you will do it.
Guys, somewhat to think about it. Thanks for watching. Check out his channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Bye.